I can't. I don't think it's a
Damn, don't sound too
Clefairy.
excited.
It's not the sexy lizard, if that's what you're thinking about.
I think it's Clefairy.
I thought it was gonna
You
be
know,
Love
Clefairy
Disc.
would be cute.
Why not Love
Disc.
Disc? It's a literal heart.
It's Chansey.
Damn, man, that's even worse than the Salazzle.
She's not using. I wouldn't say it's worse. It's not like she's entering a competitive scene with it.
What's that little twink
Yeah.
from the new one?
What the fuck?
What is with you and twinks today?
Yeah,
Hey man, he likes twinks. He wants to fuck.
it evolves and it does that little sassy walk. You know the one I'm talking about.
It evolves, does a sassy walk.
It's one of the first 3 starters.
Oh,
From...
it's the water bird Pokemon thing? That's the wrong thing.
Yeah, no, I think you are talking about Waterbird.
It's not the weed cat.
Yeah, no, yeah,
Oh,
no, it's
like,
Waterbird.
oh god,
It's Jojo Bird. Jojo
I forget what it's called. God damn it.
So would that be Lucy's Pokemon?
I love that gay little bird.
Oh.
I recognize the original 150, and that gay little bird.
It's blah blah.
I don't remember. All right.
Listen, the only other one that I remember is Fuecoco.
What session would this be? Session 7 or 8?
7.
Let's check the recap there. If I can find a recap channel, I'm kind of stupid.
But I really need to know Lucy's.
6. We're on session 7.
This is session 7. Hell yeah, big dog.
I really do need to know Lucy's main Pokemon.
You really need to know her main Pokemon?
Yes. Also, femboys have rights.
I was gonna say
everybody has
shit,
rights. What are you talking about? Oh yes, the little thing that hunts Corviknights and specifically makes a hammer out of their bodies.
If I had to choose any of them, because there's a whole lot of them, probably what's the one? Probably Diancie. I think Diancie fits her well.
The gem one?
Yeah.
Have they made a Pokemon that's just a gun yet?
No, but they should.
They did the sword, keys, pile of trash, and ice cream. Let me get a gun.
I mean, does Mega Blastoise count?
Does Gigantamax Blastoise count?
Gigantamax Blastoise is a fucking goddamn
saying nonsense to me now. What is Gigantamax?
Where they get big. Where Pokemon get really big. That's it.
They become kaijus, and some of them really transform.
Oh, that's
and then, all right, how about Armarouge?
Okay. One second. Shh.
Neko, mine was Farfetch'd.
Wow.
Anyway, welcome in everybody. Welcome back. I did say that we were going to take a pause because it is now time for D&D night with your one and only Dungeon Master, the Capricorn Demon. I am being joined by my wonderful party members once more. Jiraki.
Yes, hello.
Jerky boy.
That bitch.
I'm playing Bravigi.
That bitch as in Stag. Neko.
Wow.
Cuddles. Not gonna say anything, okay.
Oh god.
And Flunky.
No. Hello.
And Flunky. Hi Amber, how's it going?
Don't tell me my mic fucked up again.
Well, we hear you now, but if you said something when I asked you to and I didn't hear anything.
I said femboys have rights.
No, you shouldn't say that.
What's wrong with the truth?
I mean, the only people that don't have rights is the Beastie Boys, and they're fighting for the right to party. So, calm down.
I was so worried as to what the hell that was going to go to.
It's obviously going to go to the Beastie Boys. It's always going to go to the Beastie Boys. Everything leads back to the Beastie Boys.
I thought everything went back to Crab.
Send him DM
If
send
you say to Brazil, I swear to God, I will come to your house and chop you in the throat.
no. Send him to the DMV.
Joke's on you. Mine's barely ever, actually full, so I get through it rather quickly.
Alrighty, so let's go
I make my
ahead.
appointments months in advance, so I'm in and out in 20 minutes. Maybe it's just a skill issue for you, huh? You thought about that?
Let us go ahead and recap from our last session and get this session right here rolling. Gives
Yeah.
me the D&D. I need the stories. You will get the stories.
Finally, stories.
Finally, I got my resident music player here. Now add
Yes.
it in.
Okay. All right. You could have acted nicely.
You know what? You're grounded.
Add it in, please,
Thank you.
before I strike you down with cheese.
Again,
Jeez.
that does not work on me.
It does.
Nah. Yeah. Whoop 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 whop.
Who joined?
Nearabot. Oh wait, not
Story time
Nearabot.
with Flonky.
Of course, that's the.
Let me get the cooler bot. Because I forgot Nero kind of doo doo.
It's doo doo.
Yep. You are. I somehow. Yep. Okay, it is that. Cool. Me when I forget music. Music commands. But I remember now. So here you go. Proper bot. Go.
Thank you.
Go. Go.
So
I really like that your Twitch has the Discord icon integration so that I can see Bandit Keith looking at me.
oh
Whoa.
wait. I just remembered I can test out the Roll20 fucking add-on for Discord. Holy shit.
Anyway, until the music kicks in, I'm just going to start off with the recap.
That's fine.
So last time we left on Fatebreakers Retold, Session 6, the Mage of Light, and the big announcement. So in the beginning, Braviki fights a hard-fought battle with the 4 greased-up thugs that his father has sent to kill him. In the middle of their fight, when all else seemed lost, Braviki started being healed by an unknown source, keeping him around long enough to survive. With one enemy in his way, he gets knocked down and is about to receive his death blow before a goblin comes to his rescue from out of nowhere. This goblin seems special, emitting powerful magic as she boops Braviki's forehead to heal him once more before disappearing. The party slowly began to regroup towards the Zarestri estate after their encounter with Benny's family thugs. Upon arrival, the maids notify Max of an unwelcome guest in the form of Riley, Lucy's cousin and faithful follower of Rithmira. She welcomes the party home with a small celebration, but Max abruptly stops all that and concerned with Benny's current condition. Riley understood and went to talk with Lucy outside as her helpers take down the party setup. As everyone settles for the night, some getting their wounds tended to, Benny is confronted in her room by a dark entity taking the form of herself in a shadowy silhouette. It mocks her and her current state of weakness, trying to get her to break and become the survivor from the past, the killer who survived years within the death pits she was thrown into. She shunned it, tried to attack it to no avail as it slowly retreats into her. The next day, everyone began to approach towards the gates of the inner circle of Luce, where the Castle of Light awaited them. Through a brief commotion from the other light bearers upon noticing Bravigi and Beakers as criminals, they are stopped by the mage's right hand, Hera. Oh boy, what the fuck is going on with my stream?
Everything good?
Hold on. Alright, we're back. She greets the party and excuses the 2 criminals so that they may meet Marigood. At last, upon the high tower of the Castle of Light, the party is introduced to the Mage of Light, Marigood Evelina. She approaches her old friends Max and Benny and gives Max a big hug. She quickly explains to everyone that there is a phenomenon happening with the current events caused by the heart of the world. She explained that there is a corruption slowly plaguing the crystals that give each continent their magic, as well as the lives of the four mages. She asks of the party to figure out what is going on with the current events and what may be causing them exactly. A big task for all involved, to which they agree to partake. Before they leave, Marigood tells Max that he has requested audience with an old foe in 10G. And that is where we are now. I'm guessing you're having issues with the music bot.
I'm fighting it, but I'm fixing it. Don't worry.
Neko in the background just messing with all the wires.
So far, Roll20 on Discord actually works.
God.
Remember, you can't use YouTube videos anymore.
It's not YouTube. I'm using Spotify, and even then. What the fuck?
The bot's not even in. Well, first off, the bot's not in the actual chat room.
It showed up and then it left because. Oh.
Let me try.
So then, who will we start off with? Shall either Lucy be reunited with her quote-unquote cousin? Should Max Lon go ahead and meet with his old, with an old foe and former fellow soldier within the war in Zeronomus Gravitas? What shall we do for?
Hold on, I have a solution to this. Because I know I know a different music bot that actually works and will get the job done.
I mean, Roll20's got music in it. You just do that.
Roll20's music.
Yeah, it has a
Roll20.
thing to where you can use music in it.
Roll20's music is just half the fucking Dragon Age soundtrack. So I used Broodmother from Dragon Age 1 in one of my games the other day.
I don't know how to use it though.
I mean, you go to the jukebox, the one that looks like a speaker playing sounds, and then you type in what music you want, and then add it to the game. It's the same as adding music to anything else.
Neat.
Yep, that's something a DM could do. Or a GM, I should say. But, Cuddle.
What?
I have brought forth the bot that will help us out. But I need you to give it administrator, because I can't do that.
You need to what?
Give this bot power.
Which bot?
Nanbot.
Did you invite
Nope,
it?
I'm not
Just
sure how to work that.
No, you were just on it. Go back to make a new playlist, add to the game. But I'm watching Twitch right now.
No, we need the bot.
Go back to however you got that. Like it said, Battle Bards, tabletop audio, stuff like that. Click on those, and then just.
Okay, good. All right, don't worry. Situation has been handled.
Handle your situation.
Huh? No.
Huh?
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 Every time you two aggressively do this, I'm going to send the thing. Is this one not working now?
Hold on. Did you?
I put it in the bot roll.
Yeah, I know, Stag. I pulled a soup there.
No,
I
you
feel
need.
bad about that.
Okay.
Bacon pancakes.
God, you need to give it admin. Give it admin.
God. Hold on.
That's all you
When
need to
I
do.
How do I give it admin?
The same way you would give any other role.
You've been you've been using this Discord for how long, and you don't know how to give something admin?
I don't know. Okay? Because I'm dumb as shit.
Oh,
I'm
Benny.
removing its admin if it gets it.
Oh, Benny, please.
Someone tell me how to give it admin.
You right click it.
Okay, wait,
You
hang
give it
on.
admin.
Hold on. I think now we got it. We got it. We got it. Music.
Oh, that's loud.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus, get out of here, Nanbot.
Turn it
Back to the
down.
Shadow Realm with you.
Just turn it down.
I did.
Okay.
I did as well. Jesus.
My poor ears.
God,
Okay.
that was...
It only started on 50% and I still had to turn it down. Sweet baby
It
Jesus.
started at 100 for me, boy.
Oh my god. Yeah, I have all music bots set to not fucking do that to me ever.
Mer-
No. Can someone bring us some figgy pudding already?
Y'all ever fucked with figgy pudding? It's delicious.
I have all music bots at 0. It's disgusting. Anyway,
When
Yes.
is it
I'm gonna let the players decide who is gonna go ahead and start us off for tonight, considering the fact that you guys had just left the highest tower of the Castle of Light, just finished talking to Marigood, and Flunky, you were just told by both Hera and Marigood about 0G.
So I think we pass this off to the next day because Max talked to some people, did some stuff.
yeah.
So he was in the middle of talking to
Tab,
Tavern.
if
Yeah.
you want to do that here,
I
if you
don't.
wanna.
I'd rather not continue that here. I'd rather give it to NECA and Lucy there because they missed the last session, so they deserve some screen time.
Okay.
Alrighty, so we'll go ahead and turn to a previous night, which will then be flash forwarded to the next day. So, Lucy, on this night, as stated in the recap, you see the familiar figure, at least to you, of one, as she calls herself Riley, but you know her clearly as one of the youngest gods within your pantheon, Rithmira. And upon just upon an abrupt cutoff from Maxilon, who's at the time was currently trying to tend to distraught Benny after almost being kidnapped, she went ahead and with a snap of her fingers got her gnome helpers to carry out all the party favors and stuff from the manor and lead you outside so that you guys could talk.
Okay. Well, she's just kind of like outside. Just like, wait. Ree, is that you?
Well, no doubt, who else would it be? Silly. Gives you a noggin.
Nah, come here, you, and she's gonna give her a noogie.
So how you been? It's been a while since I've seen you, or since anyone has seen you, actually.
I've only been gone for a few days.
A few days and then a few decades. It's not the same thing.
There's no way that's been that long. She says she's like looking at the sky.
Rivmir, she looks over at the sky with you as well. Well, the stars aren't the same as they were all that time ago. Things have been put aligned differently.
Hey, you have been dragged around the mud by you know who, right?
She sighs. Kinda, but she understands that for the thing that I represent, it's a lot more harder for me to get anything rolling, especially with my current form of trying to gain new followers.
Why not just be satisfied with the bards? They're pretty good at what they do.
I mean, what that's always been a thing, though. I mean, I kind of want to branch out. I want to expand.
Well,
I mean, that's why I'm doing all this now. And she pulls out like her flyers, like she's some sort of like paper girl.
What does the flyer say?
Uh, need want to spice up a get together, a festivity, a special event. Look no further than the worship of the goddess of festivals, Rivmira. Speak with Riley over at the market.
And you've been getting no business.
How do I put this? And she kind of scratches her head with one finger. I've been said to come off as very, what do people say? Abrasive, too cheery, too in your face, you know? I don't know what they're talking about. I mean, I come off of this normally as I would to anyone, especially those that we used to, well, you know, that we used to talk to, like
I mean,
Pololo and everyone.
Yeah, I know. It's
different. A lot of things are different. The world is constantly evolving, and we have to evolve with it at some point. But I mean, hey, we need cheery people in this time, or at the very least, for what we're dealing with, we need cheery people. God, I can't stand her and her responsibilities.
Well, that's another thing. A lot of us have been kind of haggard as of late with how things have been going on with the new system.
We didn't even need a new system. Everything was fine until she showed up.
Well, we don't just show up, you know. We do have a birth, so did you, but then you
Well,
just
I wasn't.
disappeared and then no one knew where you came of you. I mean, have you not felt the difference in the followers that you even have anymore?
Well, no, not necessarily.
Well, that just kind of proves just how out of touch you are.
I mean, my followers come and go all the time. As long as I still have them, but I'm not gonna die or anything.
She looks at you very nonchalantly, like in the kind of like really bitch kind of face, and she
Incredulously.
goes, and she goes, Lustus, it's literally been a long time since you ever even felt any sort of worship towards you.
Yeah, but I don't really care about that stuff. Sure, I do it to appease them, but at the same time, it gets boring.
I mean, perhaps, but then again, you were one of the most popular goddesses from back in our starting years.
Don't remind me of the starting years. Too many people.
I mean, you weren't complaining back then.
Well, I was a different person back then. You know how it is.
Yeah,
For
and it
one
was
moment
always,
when you're immortal, and then the next you're a god.
yeah, and it was always kind of uncomfortable to hug you, and then I always having to feel the aftermath of a party, quote unquote.
Hey, well, I couldn't control my powers all that well back then. Now look at me. Woo, woo! And she's like making like pink clouds and whatnot show up.
Well, I'm not sure if you heard, but some of us are worried about you. Some more than others, of course.
Uh, worried about me because natural order, or worried about me because you actually worry about me?
She kind of looks side to side as if someone's hearing her, but she just outright just says, "It doesn't matter if this is kept secret or not. I mean, at some point, someone's gonna find out about something, especially with who we are. But I do care. I mean, technically, my my duty and yours kind of align with each other. I mean, a festivity of love and longing has always been good to mix in every once in a while. But ever since you've
Yeah.
been gone, it's been kind of lonely. And then finding out that you're now kind of, well, how some mortals would say the word blacklisted, you're like a blacklisted person now to the pantheon.
Let me guess. Because of her?
I mean, no one else is gonna say anything.
Jeez. I can't just go to the Pantheon. I mean, I could, but who knows? But who knows how long she's gonna keep me up there if I go back? I I'd rather be down here, enjoying reliving my time as a mortal than being up there, bossed around by her.
Well, I just want to let you know that you don't have to be alone doing that. She says that she kind of like puts her hands on her hips. I mean, like I said, this is a new form for me to try and gain some sort of new worshippers that aren't just bards.
Well, I mean, hey, if you ever need any help, I'll be available.
Just so long as it doesn't involve anything too kinky.
Hey, eh, I have. Hey, I hope you know I have my limits too.
Remember, you have not proven that to me yet. It has been a while since I've seen you. I'm just gonna keep bringing that up.
Oh, trust me, there have been some things I'd rather not talk about.
I mean, you've always kept everything from back then just to your in your private quarters, so I wouldn't really know anything about them.
Good, and it's gonna stay that way. Hey, nothing's ever leaving that place. Ever. Matter of fact, I might. If I ever do go back, I might as well remake it.
You have to clean it first off.
Well, I've been meaning to, but again, I kind of left.
Uh-huh.
My
Have
whole
fun.
realm was like a bunch of clouds. What am I? What else am I gonna do? I shape it to my whim. Sorry if it looks like a mess.
Well, anyway, I don't really want to keep this short, but your newfound friend there, since this is his place, I wanted to surprise you with a welcoming party, but maybe some other time.
Yeah, things got a little out of hand earlier. So it's not your fault. Just we had to deal with some things.
I mean, I'll say a lot of you look like you're beat up, or at least the one person that just came in is tall goblin I've ever seen.
I don't know what happened to him, but I know a lot of things happened where we were, and it's a lot of you know how family trauma is. I mean, I wouldn't know, but you know how Pololo is around families usually. A little
Uh,
awkward, a little dealing with drama.
Palolo's always been kind of like that, but yeah.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like that. It was sort of a family thing, I think, at least from an outsider's perspective. I don't know, but it seems like they wanted her to come back home or something. Almost reminded me of my situation. Only their method or at least it tried to be, a lot more forceful than before. So, yeah. But mm, regardless, I do appreciate you showing up. It's nice to have someone who isn't being like, "Meh, you gotta come back. We need you." Meh, meh, meh." Besides, this is just an avatar. I'm technically still there. I think.
And she kind of leans in and whispers, uh, Lestus,
What?
you're you're not there. You're here. Both your powers, your being, technically your soul, you're here like you wanted amongst the mortals, and at the moment, so am I. The ability for us to keep our corporeal bodies away from the mortals is no longer a thing. That's changed with the new ruling.
What the? She like covers her mouth as she's about to swear, and it's just like,
I mean, why do you think that she's been calling for you?
I'm gonna have a serious talk with her when I get up there. Or actually, no, I'd rather her come down here. I'd talk some sense to her right now.
Before you even decide to even finish the sentence, she's gonna cover your mouth. Don't try to egg her on. All right, I'm doing between the two of us. Like I said, I do care about you, and not many are going to step in for you to protect you, right? Especially since your worship has fallen further than anyone else's. Your powers are not the same as they were back then.
What? Whatever. Just I'll deal with it as best as I can, and you deal with it as best as you can too. Don't let it push you around either. Do your own thing. She only knows so much, which all of them do. Most of them don't even know what it's like to be mortal. They don't. Many of them don't have. Many of them aren't like us. Not like you, me, Gala, Polo. They're not like. They aren't like when we were mortal. They don't know what it's like. So, just don't let them be all high and mighty. Okay?
I'll try to. I can't really say that I have that much of a free spirit as you, more so for my belief and much less for the structure. But I'll try again. She doesn't know that as I'm here that I've seen you,
Merp.
and she doesn't know that Schmoovin has seen you. So
Well, he's
we're trying.
schmoovin'. Of course, no one's gonna notice.
Well, I mean, he's a cute little guy when he's in that form. She
Yeah.
laughs to herself.
The gods be walking
Well,
among us, boys.
again, I'll be happy to help you out whenever needed.
Well, I would appreciate it, especially if you want to, again, give me a proper introduction to your friends. I'll be over by the market every day, just trying to find some sort of business.
I mean, handing out flyers is nice and all, but you should do what you do best. Perform. Come on. I have not seen anyone play the harp more beautifully than you.
That's very flattering. It's just that, well, sometimes I want to do different things too, like you said.
Well, yeah. I mean, still, you could like it helps. I guess it would help your business a little bit if you show instead of just walking up and handing out flyers, maybe show them what you can do.
Well, I have a couple of bars that are working with me. I mean, better to
That's
use those.
good.
Well, yeah, better to use those followers and actually put them to something instead of just having them wear my symbol and my name on their wrists like it's just some sort of pageantry.
I suppose. Who knows? Maybe I'll find a follower of mine out there. Hopefully, they're not a creep. Hopefully. I'm tired of running
Hopefully.
into those.
Well, that's always been the big if, especially with you.
I'm really gonna have to put a no creep sign.
Should have made that obvious when we were first put into order.
Well, like again, you kind of when you're a first god, you're kind of different. Besides, so many people kind of misinterpret what I do. It's not just text. It's a whole bunch of other stuff too. Like a love for baking, or love for dancing, or well, love for anything really.
So passion is what you're trying to trying to tell me.
Well, yeah. I mean, man, having this conversation reminds me of when I first met you.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was also pretty nervous, but hey, now I'm the one who is acting more like the bigger sibling here, in a sense.
Hey,
Even-
just because you've gotten a bit more mature doesn't mean that you're more of a big sister to me than I am to you.
well, honestly, I wish you were like a big sister, in terms of blood, that is. A lot
I
of us,
wish.
a lot of us, we've either just been created, been chosen, or it's just a bond.
I think many of us got the chosen portion of it.
That's true.
I think it should have stayed that way, but I don't know why Eclipse stopped that. Actually, do you know where he is?
She shakes her head. No clue. No one knows. Not even not even the meanest guy in the entire bunch knows. And you know how he's always been talking about like the end of days and the next blood blood for the blood gods kind of thing. That whole dramatic shtick.
I know who exactly you're talking about. Still, uh,
Would you be surprised if he was talking closely with her?
nope. Actually, not at all.
Well, luckily he's been on the side burners, so he won't be any trouble for the time being.
Oh, thank God. Last I heard, he was trying to create something, his own like creatures to do his work for him. I don't remember. That was like months ago. I guess whatever the equivalent of months is down here.
Well, we shall see. I gotta get going. I gotta meet up with my helpers to see if everything's in order and that they didn't get mugged or anything. Because as good as this continent, as I heard it is, it still has its fair share of problems, even here in its capital.
I think everywhere has its fair share of problems. Honestly, I'm kind of still hoping that my house is still okay back in Florgos.
Hmm. Well, I'll see you tomorrow then, if you do decide to come by.
Of course I'll come by. Why wouldn't I? And she gives like a playful punch. See you around.
She takes a moment to ponder those last few words that you said. Before she goes, "See ya," and she decides to go.
And I shall go into the house.
Hmm. So that covers from yesterday's session, and my stream is acting up again. Okay, we're back.
Wahoo!
Yahoo!
Alrighty then. So now this is where we cut off to the next day and
There is
the
no
post
escape in the
meeting
world's
with
problems. They came for evil and trauma.
whatchamacallit, or I guess no, the day afterwards. So right after the meeting with Marigood,
That's
the
the
very
first
next
weapon.
day.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Hmm.
I was just saying already, making sure my mic was working.
So at this time, with everybody regrouped back at the Zarestri estate, uh, Maxilon, given to you within the big living room table, was hand delivered the uh, further details as to the whereabouts and the kidnappings of said noble children uh, that Hera and Marigood told you about. That said is linked, or possibly linked, with Zero G. The same job that Boventor told you about before you left from Rockville.
I I think one of the first things that Max would do is draft up a letter to his family to make sure that his younger sister is escorted by a guard at all times. I think that concern is first in his mind, and once that is sent off, he can review more of the details.
Gotcha. There has also been further updates for the likes of Brevigi and Benny, actually, with the previous situations with your noble bloodline.
Yeah, I'd like to.
What do you mean updates on that?
So remember when Marigood said that she'll try everything in her power to try and find any sort of details on both Maxilon and any sort of uh, things concerning the whereabouts of Bervigi's family and
Yeah.
their motives.
Yeah.
Well, for Benny's family, I keep forgetting her last name, so I apologize. For Benny's family, they said that they have found or they have seen. I can't fucking believe this. For Benny, they said that they've. Myers is not even hard. I'm sorry, all right? It's not used very often.
I thought it
Also,
was
what
the
is
one
yours,
with the.
Bravigi?
I thought it was the one with the Q.
Brayliled.
Brave. Can you spell that?
Yeah, I can. Hang on, let me open my notes.
Kebrumagi. Kebrumagi?
So they said that they've been able to spot Maximilian Myers heading towards the coastal town of Lampagos.
You chose to name him that. Not me.
I know.
That's gonna get confused. Max, what?
The one that I actually like.
So we're gonna go. All right, Lampagos.
That
Okay.
that was they said that
Lampagos?
they barely were able to they were barely able to spot him in a family carriage heading towards that path.
That family carriage, does it include details on what the Myers family crest is?
If I remember correctly, Benny did say that the family crest was like a fancy engraved M with
Okay.
goat horns at the very ends of them.
I do remember that. Well, Max remembers that. I don't.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's just the M, but like the side two bars of the M are the spiral horns.
Very cool, very dope, very sexy.
And as for Brivigi, your father, Sir Braylid, they said that there have been sightings of very concerning individuals within the village, just a few days off, closer towards the mountains, known as Glow Town.
Okay, yeah, I think Max would easily share these details with Benny and Bravigi.
Having noble blood, fucking disgusting. Well, I have 3 people who share noble blood and 1 who is just of divinity. So I'm gonna beat your internet up. I'm sorry. I don't know what the fuck is going on with my stream right now. I'm sorry, Ember.
Oh no, my foot fell asleep.
And Beaker's a criminal.
Beaker is a criminal.
Yeah.
It's not like you're out the loop.
No, I think Max shares this information with Benny and Bravigi. Not at the same time, we like separately. Like, hey Benny, I've got word of your family heading towards Lampagos, and Bravigi, your family may be in Glowtown.
I doubt that'd be my family, Max.
Look, I get invested in watching people's D&D games. Okay, well, thank you for being invested. I appreciate it.
I'm just telling you the details I know, Bravigi. There has been word of suspicious individuals matching some of the descriptions that you've given, spotted in Glowtown.
I appreciate it.
Tavrim goes ahead and speaks up in terms of like all the current events, as he says. Well, there's a lot to cover here. 2 things to help out our friends, but both requiring traveling. But then again, you also need to take care of the matter with whatever it is that our old former companion has in store for you.
We'll come to that when it comes to that. I do want to set a course of action here, and I think Max does eventually gather everybody together to decide whether we want to head to Lampagos or Glowtown. Glowtown. Nice.
Jesus.
I mean, people that I know have been usually coming to me, so if you wanted to go to the other town, they'll probably just make their way towards us anyway.
Lampagos is where Maxwell is currently going to. Your shit ass brother. Benny's just
Mildly
mildly
vo-
vomiting.
Mildly voting on that.
Oh, voting. Sorry if I said vomiting.
Not vomiting. Mildly vomit.
Well, it kind of sounds like Rafiki is saying they're gonna come after him anyway, so we can just kind of do whatever and get them when they come to us.
It'd be nice to set a trap for them for once.
So it sounds like. Okay, is it Lampagos or Lampagos? I need to know.
Lampagos.
Lampagos, got you. So it sounds like Lampagos. If we could get like a consensus on that.
Huh. I mean, I wouldn't mind going.
Ink.
Cuddles.
Hey, be invested in the story. Pay attention.
Yeah. Apologies. I couldn't. I'm getting static. Hold on. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you. We've
All
been
right.
hearing
What
you.
did? Okay. There we go. I think I fixed it.
Right now you're having a choice between where do you want to go? You want to go to Lampagos, where Maxwell Myers, Benny's brother, is currently is where you guys are told he's currently heading towards, trying to get away back to Naturia. Or if you want to go and investigate the village town of Glowtown, where there have been reports that Bervigi's parents have sent out more suspicious characters and that are hiding out in that small village.
Do I have any? What's a good way of saying this? They have no attachment to either choice. Do they have any feelings about a
It seems the
like?
group. It seems the group vote is swinging towards Benny, and as you've expressed, you do care about what happens to Benny.
Yeah, but there's also that thing about how Max reacted to Zero G.
Well,
And
we're
that's
gonna do that before we leave to one of these two locations.
Yeah, you guys are. This is a plan ahead, so that way you have an idea of like where it is you want to tackle first. Because depending on which one you go to, they could either be expecting you, and that's again, this is just a possibility. They could either be expecting you over at Glowtown, or you could still try to catch Maxwell within a few days of travel. Try to cut him off by at least a day before some sort of ship comes to pick him up.
That sounds good. All right. We'll do the Benny. We'll do the Benny thing. Let's help our goat.
Yeah, because Ravigi expressed that his family will probably just come after him, so there's no need to go to them.
You know, except to kill them.
Well, we'll kill them when they come to us. Or, like, investigate them or capture them. This is all out of character. Max did not say, we'll kill them when they come to us. That is not his jam.
This is in character. Let's go to them and just cause them unending nightmares.
We'll kill them.
Let's eat their minds and feed on their nightmares.
It's a little much.
Alrighty then. So as everybody comes to a consensus and you all look over to Benny's direction, basically just telling her that with the way that her upbringing, her origins played out with who she is as of right now, and her traumatic reaction to everything on that night. You all decide that you're going to not only help her, but also make sure that whatever matter that this is that it gets resolved quicker than later.
Which I don't think Benny's actually shared too much about everything.
I would say that at least, like, since you two know each other more, especially because also gotta go beat up that idiot.
Listen.
I would say that since you two know each other the most from your back and forth meetings from the bullhorn, I would say that she would at least give you like, well, that's all up to Stag, but for me personally, from my understanding, is that she will at least tell you something slightly traumatic about all the additional details. But that's just me. That's all up to Stag if that's what Stag is okay with.
Oh, I don't know how much they've shared, but I know that Max has shared some stuff with Benny because he did end up staying at the Bullshorn for quite a while after he came back, and she was pretty much the one to not walk him through, um, tend to his like night terrors and flashbacks.
I had to talk to someone. Ah,
Oh, man. Well,
He just straight up was not having a good time for a while, and I think Benny
mhm.
really helped him through that a lot.
I think what's the goat doing right now anyway? Just a
We're,
reminder.
we are all sitting at a table
We're
talking
all
about
sitting
what
down
we're.
talking about this meeting.
Mm.
I assume Shrew's like, hey, yeah, whatever. I'll
I'm not
go.
deciding for you. I'm just saying like that's how I perceive it in my mind. That's
So
all I'm
Ink
saying.
would so Ink would ask Benny, so basically we're gonna go
The details she
kill him.
shared were actually in his room where when she told him about being kidnapped. Ah, okay.
So we're just gonna go and kill more of your family, or
That's all up to Benny, especially because like it's Benny's situation. All right,
Listen,
that's fine.
well,
Mm.
listen. Honestly, just maybe in the moment, but no, I'm not looking to kill Maxwell. Beat his ass, yeah.
all
But
right.
I didn't even know fucking Maxwell existed up until just then. So,
He would also
The-
have more
I mean,
answers.
well,
I
answers
mean,
aside, I just don't. He's lived with those He's lived with those fuck asses for pretty much his whole life, and ain't no shit else. So, I guess I just want to see things before decide it's the right call to kill.
oh, if you don't want to kill him, I could do a few funky things to
Don't.
make sure he leaves you alone.
No, don't even. If he doesn't fucking understand that he's going to fucking die, then that's on him.
I
Uh,
think we can
No,
make the point clear.
no, but honestly, I haven't even thought it before. Well, I have thought it before, but after this fuck shit, I'm just gonna kill my parents when I get the chance. There's just no reason not to.
I mean, they do say that that the goat with the hardest head is able to kill the other goat. I've seen it before. Says Shrew.
do you just
Yeah,
regularly watch goats kill each other?
goats don't normally kill each other. That's just not how it is.
No, it's just that whenever they get into headbutting competition, someone always dies because they get their skull cracked.
Well, they don't always die. It's just whoever loses out first.
Nature is violent, Beaker just says.
Yeah, it's violent, but it ain't always stupid. It's fine.
So it
Either way,
sounds.
we're
Sorry, Benny.
no, it's fine. Either way, just looking to catch up to
I
that idiot and fucking. I basically want to talk to him. That's what my goal is. Any fucking lackeys that they have hired, if they don't surrender, if they don't surrender, it's fair game. Fair game to kill them because they don't give a shit about doing this and that. So they got to learn about the price of doing fuck shit for dumbass people.
and I do actually owe you, so
It sounds like we've reached a
What?
consensus. Um,
Yeah.
pack up what you need for the road. Spend the next few hours getting materials, supplies, whatever you need.
Neat.
I have some business to attend to before we leave, but
Oh, actually, did want to ask if we can. I don't know. All of us use this kind of thing, and I ain't even fast enough to capitalize on it too much. But little armor that little bits of leather armor to wear around. Just we can't always be dressed to the fucking nines, and you can't dress to the nines in full steel. So just for when we're
um,
sleeping and all.
I did write a letter to the guard, and I got a response. And what is that, Capricorn?
About what?
He used some of his ties to maybe requisition some gear.
Requisition some what?
Gear, like leather armor for Benny and whoever else needs it. Whatever,
Oh.
like, what they need, or
Oh,
I,
okay, yeah.
if that's not possible, I will
No,
also
no, no,
just
but I
fork
got you.
out the cash.
Yeah, yeah.
See, honestly, Benny would just pay for like the leather armor since it's if
Ah.
because it's not it's expensive, but it's not fucking plate armor expensive. So we already got that.
No, I would say that like for basic gear that you guys will be at least given like standard leather armor is what they're willing to give you without any sort of additional payment.
Ah,
Especially since like it's leather armor, it's more used for like the newbies, the trainees.
I don't really need armor.
And why's that?
They just cast mage armor and just do a jazz hands, a
Okay.
lazy jazz.
Well, good to know.
That's at least some form of protection.
Also, they look really fucking tired right now, like they barely had sleep.
Well, we understand that. No, Max was there for part of it.
Yeah,
Like, there's understanding there.
they just look like they barely stay awake.
Okay, if you rest, get supplies, I can have some coin set aside. I'll have Marie. If you need funds, speak to Marie. She will handle all of that.
My old friend, are you gonna be okay when you're visiting the jail cell? I was either thinking of accompanying you, or I was gonna go say my hellos and goodbyes to Marigood, since I haven't done so already.
I have no issue with you coming along. I mean, he's behind bars. He can't really hurt us
You know
anymore,
that's not.
right?
You know that's why I'm not suggesting if I should come along.
I know.
I can always tag along if you need somebody.
I will not turn down guests, but I will be fine on my own if you have other things to attend to.
He goes ahead and like puts his hand on your shoulder. All right then. Just remember, strong will. Don't make his words bend you.
Just, I know, Tev. Go see Marigood. She missed you.
I will. All right then. I'll be off first out of all of us then. I'll meet back here later. And Tavern goes ahead and takes his leave and heads out first for the castle.
Right. I'm going to use the restroom real quick, and then I will be back.
All right, no problem.
Alrighty.
So while he is going, anyone besides, or does anyone want to do anything before they decide to start gathering things?
We can explore this place.
And by this place, you mean the manor, or this place as in you want to explore loose?
Sure, loose.
All right then. Yeah, you could go ahead and explore loose. What do you want to see first off?
Eh, my, hmm. Could I just roll to see what happens? I don't really have
Sure.
anything.
Go ahead and roll me a 1d100 if you want to roll a random experience.
Sure. On roll 20, it's slash R or R slash.
Slash R.
Slash
Slash
R.
R. The slash is always before the R.
Yeah,
Remember to.
62.
Yeah. Okay.
All right then. Beagers, you go ahead and you're starting to walk around Luz, taking in all of its beauty. Luckily, people are just used to the bright gleam coming off your dome with your metallic ass, just starting to blind people. But the fact that they have adapted to the sight of the Castle of Light, they're luckily not too bothered by you. You do come across, however, a very shady alley in which you come across a couple of alley goblins.
Well,
Well, look who it is. It's the mechanic.
well, upon hearing that, let's see what Beaker would. Let me think. What would Beaker say to that? And yeah, he'd roll with it. Oh, do I know you?
Not really, but your name has been pretty well known throughout the continents now, considering the fact with the crew that you once rode with.
Is that so?
Yeah. Why do you think
Mind
it's so?
tell-
Why do you think
mind
it's weird
telling
to
you
see you
more?
by yourself?
Hmm. I've been. Okay. Okay. Well, upon hearing this, Beaker's just going to say, I got separated from the others. I'm not quite sure how I got to Lytera. Do you have any news about the others? I'm
All
trying
I
to fish
know,
for a name.
all I know is that some of them are imprisoned here somewhere in Lytera, and the rest are back in where you came from in Flargos. That's all I know about. But then again, I'm also curious about who it is that created you initially, considering the fact that there have been two people looking for you ever since you disappeared.
Oh? And who might those be?
I don't know their damn names. I barely remember your name. I just seen it on the posters.
God dang it.
Besides, I don't care to read.
Can you care to remember what they look like? And
Yeah.
Beaker's gonna hold out like some gold. Not just 2 gold.
Well, I could tell you if you want to throw in an additional couple pieces there.
I make it a nice 5 gold.
Well, one of them, all I know is that she looked like some kind of dirty yet fancy kind of lass. She had like a little jacket of sorts and a top hat. Black, brownish hair, something like that.
Okay, let me just type this in. Blank, brown hair, top hat. Beaker, I assume they were a goblin?
Well, no, duh. Why would it be anybody else?
Beaker shrugs. What about the other fella?
Well, that's the thing, though. Both of them were very busty goblin broads. The other one had red hair, and I call you the mechanic because she was also a mechanic. And that's what I'm talking about. It's all like, who were you really siding with? There was one group, and then there was one broad, both looking for you. In reality, it's two broads looking for you.
Huh.
That's what's confusing about it.
Hmm. Can Beaker try to remember Cap? Do I need to roll something for that?
Go ahead and try to roll me another 1d100.
Come on, give me something good. 73?
So, of course, you do remember your time with said Goblin Gang, the one that the memories that mostly flood your mind and that you remember, and the one person that this alley goblin is particularly talking about, the one with the top hat, is the one that, to your memory, that created you and had the most fondness for you. Like, she loved you. But then, as the uh, figure and the description of another goblin comes to your mind, you see yourself like in the same picture as when you were first booted up. But instead of that other goblin, it's this goblin that's more casual wearing and with uh, a scorching red hair. And this one was more deeply attached to you. And you don't know very much. The only two memories that come to mind were the one where you were, well, quote unquote, born, and a moment where you shared looking over a sunset in Flargos where you exchanged a kiss, but you don't recognize any faces yet.
Huh.
The memories hurt because, especially those two memories, especially hurt you because they feel like they're repressed.
Beaker just shakes his head as sparks crackle in his little brain case. He hands the gold to the alley goblin and goes, "What's your name?"
My name?
Yeah. I might come looking for you for more information if you find it.
Yeah, they call me trash.
Alright. Okay, I'm gonna give
I
you
mean,
a.
he's literally talking to you from a trash can.
Alright. Alright.
Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna see what I can pick up with these good biddies out here. And he hops off a trash can and starts heading off to a nearby tavern.
Alright. Well, that was something. 2 memories. Okay, so I apparently might have trauma of something and amnesia. That's not disconcerting. Beaker goes back to exploring.
All right then. Well, while you're exploring, we're gonna go ahead and turn back to Flunky.
Kind of.
Hello.
I want to go ahead and ask Neko to change up the music for
Oh,
it to be a bit.
I had this plan. Don't worry.
Use.
I've been waiting.
So,
I've been
Find
waiting.
you? I'm going
Remember
to
what we
give you
discussed, by the way, about this?
I did offer
listen,
to go.
Oh, did you? I didn't hear you.
Yeah, Rafiki
Ancient.
said if he needed somebody to go with Max, he would go.
Oh, well, Max said that he was fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mac, what kind of fucking name is Maxwell anyway? Who need?
I'm happy Beaker has an epithet. That's fun.
Oh.
All the cool criminals have an epithet.
Yeah, like
Well,
trash.
I cannot change the music.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
We should kill Nanbot.
No.
I aspire to be an alley goblin. God damn it, Ember.
listen. Who names their who? Seriously, Maxwell? Who the fuck names their kid that?
I wouldn't be talking a lot of smack when your name is Ink. Just
That's just what they call themselves. That's not their name.
that's even worse. You understand how that's worse, right?
Yeah. I didn't. Am I ever gonna say self-reflection is the strong suit?
Oh, absolutely.
Like, what fucking name is Max anyway? Well,
Strong
Max.
name.
Well,
Proud name.
that is a name of the '90s.
I mean, I stole Max's name from a book from
Just
kind of an evil dictator.
yeah. Unless you can tell me it's based off Goof's truth, then I'll forgive you.
No, Maxilon Stragos, the Archon of Tel Varar.
Doorcast.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on.
Yeah.
I've been
I
mortally
kinda-
wounded. I have been. It is a grievous wound.
Deserved wound.
Does Maxwell also have a pet cat named Maxwell?
Okay.
I can believe his ass does.
I have a pet cat named Hummus.
The
Hummus-
criminal.
A stinky boy.
He is a stinky boy. He's also racist, and I've got to
Huh?
deal with that. He beats up our black cat,
Daddy's look
and this is not the first time he's
God
beaten
damn it,
up
Stack.
black cats.
Why is this?
Why is this where this conversation suddenly goes now?
We were talking
Why
about
is
cats, and I've got a racist cat. That's where we're at in life, okay? I love
I'm a
Hummus to
pu-
death. He's 8 years old, and he's a little bit racist.
You know what's the kicker? Last Sunday, I met a dog that gets angry when there's black dogs around. How the fuck does this keep happening?
I feel like you're just. I can't tell if that's you being truthful or if that's just you just trying to fit in a
No,
story.
I was-
there.
I think that's a truthful anecdote. I think it's a delightful anecdote because sometimes animals are racist, and it has nothing to do with anything else besides the fact that they're just kind of mean.
What is with animals and racism these
Okay,
days?
let's just move
Well,
on
let's
before
move
me and
on, yeah.
me and Drugger get
We need,
demonetized or even banned, you motherfuckers.
Racism.
Fucking
put
why
it-
is this always a conversation that gets brought up, and why are you guys so goddamn into it? Shut the fuck up.
I want to talk about Ireland.
Ireland is
Hey,
over.
the bot needs
I want
be
to talk
put
about the
back into its
Mongol
future.
Empire.
The bot needs its
History
power
table.
again because I can't change music otherwise.
Well, I mean, the
No.
Mongol Empire is pretty cool. 3% of Earth's population has shared DNA with Genghis Khan, which I think is like some 300,000 or more people.
Yeah, that's insane.
I'm just saying, fucking Temujin owes me child support.
Benny,
Benny, help.
you gave the bot back its power. You took it away.
I know, I hate it.
I know, but it needs power.
Just give it back.
Just give it a Duracell, jeez.
I give it. Wait, that's mod powers. I don't know which. Oh, there's so many dumbass roles in this server.
Yeah, but that's how we live.
Okay, there we go.
Correction, that's how you live.
We do be out here living like Larry.
I don't have this many roles in my server.
There we go.
Says the one who said he was a simple man, not but an hour ago.
Yeah, but I'm simple as in lazy.
Lazy means way less roles.
Anyway, let's just go ahead. All right, let me set this up. All right, Maxilon. So as everyone has decided on their next plan of action, for the most part, and Tavram going along with you towards the inner circle. You go ahead and along same circle, You are guided by Hera to a side path away from the main gates of the tower. Tyrum looks back at you and he says, well, like I said, just brave face, brave heart. Good friend.
Strong will.
He nods and like gives a that like bro fist bump on his chest and then puts it out there for you.
Yeah, we'll put that back. Yeah. Oh yeah, we'll put that back.
Dap him up, son.
And that's when he enters the Castle of Light to go speak with Marigood before you turn to Hera. You're gonna be ready? Because the second that you step through that portal, you're gonna head over to the prison.
I don't think one can ever be truly ready for something like this, but I'm as prepared as I'm going to get, so there's no point in delaying any further.
Very well.
Smart, Jula.
And as you both step on the platform, through her powerful magic, she goes ahead and the platform lifts up and a portal appears before you. As you zoom through it,
I hate
you're
portals.
you're kind of used to this process, even though, as you stated, you hate portals. You see the colors of blue, purple, and pink fly through you as you're heading towards your destination. During this time, Hera speaks to you. You know, besides your return during those war times, I never could fully wrap around what was it exactly that made him snap in the end.
I don't want to give him any credit, but if you had seen the things that we went through, I think a lot of us were a lot closer to snapping than we would have liked to admit.
Perhaps, but at the same time, he did seem like the stronger will out of the three of you. But when the love of your life is taken away from you, I guess that leaves much room for plague of the mind.
It doesn't. It happened to me, and I'm still here.
I'm not saying that you're alike. I'm just saying that you, all three of you, went through the same things. And like you said, you're here right now, standing next to me. You're not the one inside a cage.
Only because I spent 3 years inside of one.
You know that was. She kind of holds her tongue, trying to think about that. Frost near as hell, and every single one of us have been trying to help out those people. You know that.
More than
You were
most.
trying to help. You were trying to help them out too, but she has too much influence, and the powers that be over there are too far and great.
I know.
And by the time that kind of awkward conversation ends, you find yourself in a very grayish place. It's almost as if it's inside of a mountainside, but also not. It's strange to explain. But you do come across, as you start floating towards it, the prison.
I'm
The
going.
prison.
I'm going to ask you a question. Is this the Witherlands, or is that still completely inaccessible and this is a separate prison?
I'm gonna say that that is completely inaccessible, as this is a separate prison for Lytera's criminals. For the simple thing, because by definition, the Witherlands are to imprison anything that is suspected to not exist in this world. That's what the Witherlands is supposed to be,
So
and that's
I don't think Max knows like a ton of state secrets, but does he know like geographically where this prison is located? Because it's not in the capital.
I would say yes, you would know where it's located. I will not disclose that here, though. I will disclose it with you after session.
Well, that is quite a trip, isn't it?
I mean, you've been doing this for how long, and you're still not used to it?
Oh, give me a second. I always get nauseous after portal travel.
And as you sit down, you see a couple of guards. Uh, Unlike all the bright shining things that you've seen in that are, characteristic of Lytera, the guards that approach you wear just pitch black armor with blue lightings to their eye sockets.
Spooky.
Right hand mage Hera, light bearer Zerestri, welcome.
Well, as always, gentlemen, it's a pleasure, but don't expect
Wait,
my
wait,
visit to be long.
we have we have business to attend to. Is the prisoner ready? Has he been informed? They both look to each other and they nod back at you. And by all means, lead the way. And as they lead you towards the way, inside this massive cave, you hear nothing but almost like deep silence. The only thing filling in the void of that silence is the casual drip of water hitting the ground. As rainwater is able to pierce this far down, and it drips down to the rest of the rocky terrain that surrounds this prison. When you look over the bridge that's crossing you towards the main entrance of the prison, you see that it's nothing more than a pitch void. And Hera speaks up to you once again. You know, the Underdark is really, it's about this level here, but who knows what lies further down there. We always call that center of the ocean the heart of the world, but truly the real heart is wherever lies further down in those pits right there.
Does this bridge have like a railing or
It does
something?
have a railing.
Thank God. Yeah, it takes him a little while to get across. I'm not particularly well balanced, but at least there's a railing. And he is trying not to look down. But you know he does.
Maxilon, roll me a constitution, please.
You are a bastard person. Constitution. Just a check or a saving throw?
A check, more of a check.
Oh, good for me.
All right, soft 20, not bad, not bad. Uh, when you look down into the void, you begin to feel like you're hearing voices coming down from there and starting to speak up towards you as you're you know that old saying where you look so deep into the void it feels like it's staring back at you. Yeah, that's what's causing those voices to sound like they're in your head. But luckily, you've been here plenty of time to where you're kind of used to blocking them out. Same with Hera, and same with the guards in this place.
Oh, a repeat visitor. That's lovely.
I always worry whenever I have to bring someone new here because they always tend to lose themselves. But we have to always put the worst over here in this place.
I understand the safety precautions. I do. But goddamn. Every time that sucks.
The guards go ahead and open the doors to you to the prison, and another guard starts to escort you. Instead of wearing heavy armor, he's wearing like a dyed leather armor for faster, uh, for receiving notices faster. He's more of like an errand boy, but he's still well protected for whatever happens. And he leads you across a couple hallways. One hallway in which leads One side of the railing shows you the yard, and you see below in the yard, Maxilon, a few of the inmates that make up this prison. As some of them like either slowly walk around like mindless zombies, just mumbling to themselves, and others are just like shrieking their minds out and making their throats more coarse with every passing scream.
I don't think it's a good sight. I think as much as Max is devoted to Marigold, I think he he thinks that there could be a better way to go about this.
The guard looks back at both of you. We're almost there. And eventually, you all, the three of you, approach what appears to be a separate area completely dedicated to this one person. His prison cell consists of about a dozen guards watching down at him at all times, constantly changing shifts for the next 12 to take over. He lies there on his knees with a plating on his back to keep him restrained. He's chained up by the wrists and the ankles, and he slowly starts to mumble to himself.
3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 1, 3, 3, 9, 6, 4, 5, 3, 6, 1, 9, 3, 4. Oh no, that one wouldn't work. No, we'll have to switch up to the next one. 3, 9, 2, 1, 3, 5, 6, 3, 5, 2, 1, 3, 8, 6.
Well, this is as far as I go. The two of you, best of luck, says the guard as he takes his leave, exits the door. His So you see before you the your greatest foe post-war, someone who was once an ally to you and slowly became nothing more than a madman after the traumatic experiences that y'all have went through, you, Tavram, Hera, and him. This is Dr. Zeronomus Gravitas, or as his criminal name puts him shortly, Dr. Zero G. And his cell is basically that of almost like a grand jury, where it's got several layers of like very deep steps, but there's an actual staircase that leads you closer to him, but it will take a separate platform to actually connect and meet him face to face. To which, when Hera starts leading you down, she says, "You're only going to talk to him from a distance. We're not actually going to go up and speak to him."
Um, when Max entered this prison, was he disarmed completely?
Yes, they would have asked. They would have asked for you to surrender your firearm.
Okay.
I don't have sound if you said anything. Okay, no worries.
Rip.
I said okay. Oh,
I got it on
be
my end. It's okay.
be gone, Fox Demon.
Oh, he returns. He returns.
And thus, as you finish walking down the steps, and you and Hera step close to the edge of the railing, once again looking down at that void, and the center platform, also the center platform where he currently is chained up in, also being levitated and held up by chains. He feels the noticeable presence of the both of you.
3, 9,
Is he
4, 5, 3, 2, 3, 6. Oh, 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 someone's here to visit me.
Zeronomus,
Hey
I
Zero?
would say, I would say it's a pleasure to see you, but I would be lying to myself.
He doesn't really respond to that voice, but to Max, oh, to Max. Max, you see them look up. That metal helmet is still on their face, cracked and bruised as it once was before.
Are you gonna do all the
I didn't expect to see you here.
you gonna do all the usual coy stuff there, Zero?
I don't know. I couldn't. It would depend on how I'm feeling today. I'm feeling a lot better now that I know someone familiar to me. Aside from the
always
gods.
always good to see an old friend, yeah?
Of course, it's always good to see an old friend. But what brings you here? You're obviously not here to just talk. Unless you are, then that'd be a nice change of pace.
Well, I think I am. I was told that you requested me.
Yes, I did. I did. You know me, running the numbers, figuring everything out. I figured out some very important things.
Yeah, the square root of 912.04 is 30.2. We all know.
I've known about some recent things. For instance, I'm aware of the kidnappings.
I've been going on for a while. That's not exactly news. I mean, if you just want to tell me stuff I already know, well, I can just head out there, Zero.
I could. I could. But where's the fun in that? Let's go back and forth. That's what I want.
All right. Fair game. I get one, you get one. You go first.
What have you been doing, Max? Since you bested me? How's life been treating you?
I'm trying to recover. It's not a fast process by any means. And he kind of taps his knuckle against the arm.
Hmm.
You know,
Okay, that's good. That's good. You know, that's good to hear. Now, what do you have for me?
they've been taking care of you all right.
Oh, they've been taking care of me wonderfully. I feel a little awkward not having all my tools with me. It's a shame, really. I mean, I could do so much for this place with them, but you know how it is being a prisoner and all. But hey, I mean, as long as I'm kept given food and water, at the very least water, I can stay alive. But oh, how I despise flesh. You know this.
He kind of cocks his head and shifts his arm about. Yeah, I know, but you're getting food and water, and they're taking care of you all right.
Yes. Sorry. Sorry. They're taking care of me just fine.
That's at least a little reassuring to hear.
It's nice to know you still care.
It's hard to let go of some things, you know.
I understand wholeheartedly. But, not time for mine. Has anything interesting of late happened involving you out there in the world?
I think the world is shifting pretty rapidly, and I hadn't actually planned on coming to the capital for about another year or so. I mean, lose is pretty and all, but
Hmm.
Things are changing up there. I fought a weird crab thing, and had a weird dream.
Ooh, a dream. How interesting. It's kind of hard to dream down here when all the same noise keeps happening again and again, but it's nice to know you can still dream.
Seems to me as all you have time for is dreaming.
You know, things and things haven't really been the same since the Elemental War. Hasn't been the same since Frostnir. And I say this specifically, Max, because I could see it. You're getting a little weaker, aren't you? Not the prideful youth you used to be.
Oh, and I got you to thank for that, don't I?
Oh, please. About me, you wouldn't have those metal implants. You were on the brink of death, weren't you? On multiple occasions, and who saved you? It was me. I saved you.
And that's why you're not dead, Zero. You were my friend, and I do appreciate everything you've done for me, but you cannot go unpunished.
There are so many other ways that things could have gone. You chose to spare me, and I appreciate that. I truly do. Don't get me wrong, I don't go a day without thinking that I could have died out there. I still feel it, you know. The scars from battle, the losses of war, I still feel it. I still see it. And I can still feel her presence. Like she's always around me. Like she's always encouraging me.
We all lost things, Zero. But you took it too far.
I took it too far. Maybe I did, but maybe I didn't. She didn't deserve what happened to her.
We didn't deserve anything that happened to us. She didn't deserve what happened to her. We all lost. There were no winners. Zero.
Oh, I think that there's a clear-cut winner. But that is a matter for another time.
Why did you call me here?
You know, I really wanted to tell you, that a few of my former acquaintances are out and about. They might be causing trouble somewhere. I don't know where. But I know that they are having a grandiose time doing what they do best. Ah, my daughter is out there somewhere. How I miss her.
Let's cut to the chase, Zero. What do you want for the names? What do you want for the information?
You know what I want, Max. You know exactly what I want.
You know I can't give that to you.
Oh, but you can, Max. And he kind of leans forward a little bit.
I can make sure you're treated well. I can increase the food rations. I can maybe even swing wine. but I can't give you what you want.
Max, you just can't make this too easy. I can't just make this so. I would say easy, but you really make it difficult. I mean, after all, you did say that we've lost everything, you know? like we've we've lost a lot of stuff, but not only have you lost parts of yourself, not only have you lost that youthful glow, but you've lost your love. You left her behind. Oh, come on. Don't you just want to keep her safe? But you would never be able to keep her safe at the rate that you're in. You're just stuck here. Stuck in that fleshy body of yours.
I want you to speak plainly. I want you to tell me exactly what you want. Then I'll give it real thought. I will. I swear to the gods. Zero. If it's within my power and I can convince Hera and Meriden, so speak plainly.
His head kind of like twitches a little bit for a second so that he can fix himself up. He's not of course, when the time came down to it, he already kind of started the process, but well, he is slowly becoming more machine than man. And he's simply saying, what I want is so simple. I want freedom. I want my power. I want change. I want my daughter to change things around. But most importantly, I wish to be free from this flesh of mine. This flesh that chains me down to the mortal coil. I want to be immortal. I want control. The control of everything. Take what the mages have and put it in new hands. You know they've been at this for too long. Something needs to change. And I would gladly help bring it, Max. That's what I want.
You know, I think I can get by just fine without you, Zero. So, enjoy your time here.
Oh, I will. I will.
All right,
And with that, as you're kind of getting the bare minimum out of him, just more crazy man talk. The same guard appears from behind a lot of you. All right, that's enough. Need to get going now.
Oh, come on. We were just having a nice talk.
You ask too much, Zero, and
I don't ask for enough.
that what you ask for will never be attainable.
And that's where you're wrong. That is where you're so wrong. It's within my grasp. I know it.
Bravo, bravo.
I've been calculating the
More
numbers.
punchlines, please.
My time is almost upon me.
All right, that is enough out of you, Zeronymous. And said guard points a what appears to be like a command and stick, makes the weights feel a little bit more heavier as the dozens of guards around him start to point their bows at him.
Stop that. No, I'm talking to the guard. Stop.
We must do this, Zerestri.
He is a man that has lost his mind, and I will not see you treat him like this.
He speaks like he wants to be a conqueror. That's why he's in here in the first place, or have you forgotten why he's even in here?
And he can conquer this kingdom of stone and darkness. What is it to him? He is Grand Master of this room. But I will not see you abuse him.
Maxlon, we should probably get going.
3989999 3989999 3999999.
Yeah. Let's go.
Apologies. Just please close the door on your way out. Don't worry, we will. And you head out the way you came with Hera.
Cap, did you get the DM?
Oh, one sec.
Okay.
Yep. And as you're beginning to head out, go ahead.
Give me 1 second, actually.
You're gonna change the
Yeah.
music, aren't you?
Well, A, that. And B, I also have to use the restroom. So, yeah, just give me a little bit. Have them like talk or something while I do this. I'll be back.
All right. No, you're good.
I could also probably pee again.
You guys are good.
Send them to Brazil.
Now it is time for the mandatory piss break.
Yeah, if you need to go to the bathroom, go now.
I got water, I'll be fine.
I'm drinking squirt.
I might need more water later, though.
I'm gonna heat up water for coffee too.
You drinking coffee at this hour?
Yeah.
Yes.
Time to kill the music bot while he's gone. No, damn it.
No.
We barely got that shit working. We don't need it killed.
It shall exist.
Pick the right music bot, Stag, then.
Oh wait,
Nico did
you
do a good voice acting a properly unhinged man.
This
So
is one of the
you're-
older characters from season 1. Dr. Zeronomus Gravitas, aka Dr. Zero G.
Wouldn't it be
AKA a prick.
Wouldn't that be the OVA?
God damn it.
That, I mean, I guess, but I mean,
Imagine.
it's not really considered an OVA if it's a retelling. An OVA is, I don't know, it's different.
It's the OG. This is the remake.
Exactly. This is the so we were doing Full Metal Alchemist. This is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
This is Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Pray that we don't do the Netflix adaptation.
Jesus.
While we're waiting, do you guys want to see a Dragonborn?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Did you?
I will say that, like, as I already saw this Dragonborn. You fucking fool! I got it on pre-order. I saw it several hours ago.
It's a Topaz Dragon.
I showed it to you because I knew you'd be the most interested.
Of course I am.
There's one.
Of course I am.
So there's one they fear. In their tongue, she is Dovahkiin. Let's ask Flunky.
What about it?
5 hours of Skyrim for 5 minutes with her.
Oh, dog. You don't even know the hours I have on Skyrim. I'd have Plenty of time. Don't worry about that shit. Don't worry about that shit at all. I started playing Skyrim on 11/11/11 the day it goddamn came out.
Me too,
I have a,
brother.
I have a
Hell
statue.
yeah, brother.
I've got the statue of Alduin sitting right next to me. I've got the
I don't-
framed map.
All right, well, I
What are
don't
we
have
talking
this.
about?
Do you have do you have the narrative, whatever the fuck it's called, where it always goes, someone touched their hand on the mirror?
Oh, another
No,
hand
I
has
don't.
touched the beacon.
I don't have Meridia's beacon. I don't.
The fucking goddamn. Every time it's just like, oh no, I see it in a chest. I need to leave it alone, and then it pops
I
up in
don't-
the next one, and you're like, fuck.
I don't. I pick it up and then I burn through the quest because it takes 30 minutes to complete tops and he gives you a mediocre sword
Yeah.
you never use again. I'd rather use the Sanguine Rose. I'd rather use the Wabbajack.
The
Another hand touches the bacon.
The
Like-
Wabbajack.
God
Do
damn
I-
it, my
do I ever-
TTS.
Do I ever use the Ebony Blade? No. Is it sitting on a shelf? Yes.
I'm back.
Do I ever
Welcome
use
back.
Mayron's
You're
And
back
I've
in
got
time
the
for Dragonborn.
music.
So what was I saying? Oh yeah.
Potatoes.
So you complimented Neko's voice acting.
I did. Yes.
God
'cause
damn
it
it.
was good voice acting.
I think as Max leaves, all he can feel is just this deep sense of pity and sadness. There's no anger towards Zero. It is hard to see a friend break.
The bot needs power again.
God damn it, Stag. What did we say?
I told you what I was going to do.
You son of a bitch. Hello, that fucking Dragonborn. When we breeding?
Stop.
You can't make me.
It just needs power again.
I will say she is a light cleric if you want to deal with that.
You.
Oh,
Okay.
I have a light
So Max.
cleric.
So. As Max is walking away.
Max and her are walking away. Yep.
Isn't there Viki there too?
No. He didn't come.
No,
along.
I didn't go along. Max said
Okay.
no.
Okay. As Max and Hera are like walking away, he keeps repeating 3 9 9 9 9 9 9 9, just repeating the nines constantly until eventually he's just says, there it is. 4 billion. Whew. That's what I was waiting for, the right numbers. Max!
You hear him call out to you as you're about to head out the door.
But we stop and turn, as we do.
Mm-hmm.
You said what I wanted was
Why am I being
unattainable,
nommed?
right?
I'm waiting for you. I wasn't in character. I mean, I'm just waiting to hear what you say.
Oh no, I said you said what I was. I guess it was quiet. You said you said what I wanted was unobtainable, right?
Yeah.
You should know one thing about me. One thing that I should remind you of very clearly. Very, very clearly. Nothing for me is unobtainable.
Wait, are you gonna tell me anything useful? Just something, Zero. You were my friend once. I just need something. You brought me here to mock me. Is that it? Is that your game?
It might be. That said, I think I'm tired of being locked up.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
And what does that
Nah.
imply, Zero G? As the guard just continues to point that gravity on him.
Oh, you guards are so silly. I wasn't just spouting random numbers. My mind is just as a powerful tool as my irregular tools are. And all you've been doing with that thing is amping me up. As his eyes just begin to glow. And the little devices on the back, on the shell, start popping off.
What is he?
Oh fuck, he's pulling a Tai Lung.
Oh my god, is he gonna Tai Lung?
As he starts laughing, everything starts floating up slowly.
What the? And everything in that entire vicinity is floating. So the guards, as they start floating, they fire off the shots, but the arrows don't even fly. The arrows also flow along, and you and Hera are also flowing along yourselves.
I would say that when this starts to happen,
Mm-hmm.
Max rushes back, and at a word, his cane, his veteran's cane, becomes a sword.
Nice. Hidden blade.
Well, you wouldn't disarm a cripple of his cane, would you? I think the guards let that one. Oopsie
I mean,
poodles.
yeah, they see you walking with a cane. They're not gonna take that shit away from you.
Yeah, but it's a
Gandalf.
veteran's cane, so it transforms into a longsword.
All right. Well, you're still floating in the air uncontrollably.
Is there anything I
What?
can push off of? I'm gonna get this mofo. I'm gonna get him.
What the hell is this? Zeronimus, says Hera.
The start of what I wanted to do for so long. As as he's like floating up, he kind of reaches his limit before utilizing the gravity to harden to pretty much like harden things for him for a second, and then just break those chains. And he just starts floating up.
Oh my god, he's a gravity wizard.
I'd like to take a swing at him if I can.
You're gonna get some help from Hera as she grabs you from behind and goes like, "Well, don't say I didn't try to help in this case." And she goes ahead and she's going to basically put her feet up against your back and then just launch you towards him.
Perfect. Would that count as a help action?
That would count as a help action for you to get closer to him.
Right. That's a 25 to hit.
God damn.
Gunslingers.
Well, yeah, that's definite hit.
That's 9 slashing damage. I mean, it's not gonna cut his jugular and kill him right here.
No, so you're launched off by Hera, and you start with your sword extended out. You head straight for your former ally turned foe, as you sink your longsword into his shoulder. But you feel a very deep funk. Not so much like that, like you hit bone, like that, like you just hit a piece of metal.
Come now, Max. You and I are on equal wavelengths. No. Actually, we used to be.
And as everyone is continuously floating, all the guards, especially you, Max, now look below you as all the chains pop. The chains of the platform also pop. So now there's nothing below you except for that pitchback void. Hera's the only one that's safe. That's actually above the staircases that you guys came down on.
Zero, it's better for you here. You can't go back out there.
It is not better for me in here! I have suffered for too long! I've waited and waited and waited so long! So many calculations, so many memories. I'm tired, Max. I'm tired of this flesh. It's time to evolve. Not just me, but this world.
This
Oh,
will bring her back,
shit.
Zero.
It doesn't need to. I feel her by my side anyways. She approves of what I do.
You know.
All I need is to get a hold of my daughter again. And he's gonna try, and he's basically just gonna have his eyes glow again, as he's just gonna push you off of him, and drop the gravity around everybody except him.
And Max,
I'm gonna hold on. Do I get to make like a strength or dexterity against this?
I'd say so.
you can make a strength, considering that this is more you trying to fight gravity itself. So the way this is working is that, like I said, you are currently suspended above the pitch black void beneath you. There's nothing going to catch you down there, of course, and you have your hand firmly around the hilt of your sword that's embedded into his shoulder. So it will be a strength. It will be a straight strength save.
Great strength.
Unfortunately, that's not going to cut it.
No, yep.
That's not going to cut it, my friend. As the second that the gravity drops, you see everyone first, all the guards start to fall to their deaths. Their screams now echoing as they fall further and further.
And now he murdered people.
And as you're holding on for dear life, you feel the sword start to slip out of his shoulder before eventually you're starting to fall. But then Hera...
I'd say like Zero grabs the sword just to stare at him one last time and then drop him.
You're not getting away with this, Zero.
I already have. And then Hera does the thing.
Yep. And as you're being dropped and you're about to reach like the edge of the platform, of the outer platform, Hera quickly, through fast reflexes, is able to cast on you Feather Fall, to which you fall at a much slower pace, and she's able to grab you and pull you back into safety. I got you.
And the Zeronimus kind of surrounds himself in a sort of aura before just he's like flying up with a whole bunch of metal following behind him. It's obvious where he's headed.
Magneto.
Oh my god, it is Magneto from the movie. Oh no.
Hey, remember when we first entered this chamber and I said it's the Magneto chamber?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said that today at 7:06 p.m., which was 42 minutes ago.
I am.
He called it.
Yeah.
I called that shit. I called that shit from the start. I just want you to know that there's proof there.
This gravity whore.
I feel pretty good about calling that because I imagined it as the Magneto chamber. You know, the prison where he sucks the blood out of that guard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much iron in your blood.
Yeah.
Too much iron in your diet.
That was badass, but yeah, so he basically, through a purple aura, just disappears. as the two of you are left baffled by the events that just unfolded before your eyes.
Now, see, the difference is that Magneto was subjectively correct, and Zero G is not.
That is the difference. Zero G is just mad.
Yes, he is.
Like, you watch a movie and it's like, damn, the villain actually has good points.
Oh,
Man,
Zero G's just crazy, bro. He's just crazy.
I
Mm-hmm.
think Magneto really had the right course. Find your local senator and turn him into a blob of goo.
man,
Anyway, as we leave on that cliffhanger, we're gonna go ahead and turn to the rest of the party.
Woohoo! Can I get more
Yahoo!
calmer music?
Yes.
man. I miss.
Uh,
I'll wait for the music to change.
I'm gonna say for this, since it was promised, Lucy, just to kind of help set up the scenario, you along with let's see here. Well, first off, I want to ask Benny, Bervigi, Inc., and Beakers is still out and about. If you want to still, are you still exploring Beakers?
You know what? I kind of feel like it would be in character for Beaker to just wander off without telling anyone. This version, anyway.
Alrighty then. So then,
What is-
Bervigi, Inc., and Benny, you have a choice of whether you want to follow Lucy to go meet with her cousin Riley.
I feel like Rubigi would go if Lucy was okay with it. He's also kind of learned the fact of don't wander off by yourself right now.
Lucy's fine
What?
with company.
Why didn't you stop Beaker from doing that?
So my
I
choice
didn't see
is.
you. You were stealthy.
So what you're saying is my choice is the literal hottest girl ever, and Lucy.
Gee, thanks.
Also, who is the hottest girl?
Oh wait, damn it! That would have been. They go by they them. Fuck!
Rip.
I had a perfect rip.
Well,
I like to take all psychic damage to my max health HP DM forever.
Too bad. You don't get it. Anyway,
you
you
don't
have a
get
choice.
to
I'm
go out
going
that
with-
easily.
Because again they've shown concern for Benny. It's Benny time.
Benny, are you wanting to tag along with Lucy and Bervigi to meet up with Riley? Considering that you have no memory of this, only because you were too traumatized by the kidnapping experience. So Max just kind of had to move you along to make sure you're okay. I am looking at the out of character in case for a response.
Yeah. Session has had a lot of good stuff.
I think Benny stepped away.
Possibly.
Is this Persona music?
nope.
This is not Persona music. No way, Jose.
I can't go back to Persona.
But Benny said they follow.
Where did they say?
Out of character. That 2 minutes ago.
Oh, we'll follow. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, we going.
All right. So you need to read Dungeon Master. I did read it, but I don't know why it flew over my head. That's my bad. Anyway. So the small group of Bravigi, Benny, Ink, and Lucy go off to the market to meet up with
Riley.
Riley. And Lucy, as you're leading the charge with this group, you see your happy cousin kind of jumping around along with some fellow bards as they're going ahead and performing. Uh, Two of them playing their music while another two show off their best choreographed dance. As she's waving around her flyers, all cheering, is like, "Hello, looking to spice up your festivities today? Please go ahead and make a donation to the Rifmira Temple, and we'll be happy. We'll be happy to accommodate for any new followers." Every now and then, it looks like she gets at least maybe one person who actually takes the flyer and the purpose seriously. But majority of the time, she either gets ignored, or through crueler response, the flyer gets taken up and it's either used as a napkin.
Damn.
Oof.
As to
Kinda
which,
feel-
as she looks to her performers, like, "All right, stop. Everyone, take a break."
May I have a flyer?
Hold on.
That was Pravigi.
Oh, you would like a flyer? Oh, Lucy.
Yeah.
Lucy
Hey.
and friends.
Told you I'd show up.
Oh, well, hello, everybody. I'm Riley, head priestess of the Rifmira religion.
I'm sure you guys have already met my cousin.
I don't really remember much from last night.
Huh.
I was kind of fucked up.
I am sorry to hear that. She says, I think she did see what happened to you. Or I guess, like, how you looked when you got back.
Oh yeah, he was fucked up and bleeding, black blood everywhere.
Yeah,
He
so
got the shit kicked out of him by a couple of greased up men.
Yeah, so she definitely just, like,
Oh,
gave
that
him...
Turkish guy from Street Fighter.
Yeah.
So then, Lucy, why don't you introduce me to your friends?
Well, this is Braviki. This is Braviki. This
Hi.
is Benny. And that's Ink.
Ink looks so uncomfortable among bards. He's.
Well, you definitely have a colorful cast of friends here. A very abnormally tall goblin, a satyr who is a maid. I've never even heard of satyrs taking up such a job. And
What
Oh,
Hold on. What? That's the
right.
weirdest thing.
Oh, right. And kind of, yeah, points over to wait. Yeah, no, yeah. She points over to the beaker. I almost forgot. Beaker.
Not there.
Oh.
now, why'd you say you were forgotten?
Man. What?
No,
What kind of,
because
Why
I
is
had
it
wandered
so-
off.
Why is it
Oh,
so? Why is it so weird that a satyr working that job?
because for her memory, because even though you have your suspicions about God, about who's a god and who's a goddess, uh, they know of the first people, and of course the like original definition of a quick fucking tip.
Hmm.
What?
little wave and listening out here.
We be out here.
Don't just use the
Wait.
same name if you want to not do that being mistaken for a thing. For who?
Wait, what?
What?
I think they're referring to probably Zero.
Oh, because we call Zero Beaker.
Don't worry about it. No, I mean Lucy. Oh,
Anywho.
yeah.
Yeah. Casual Seder racism aside.
No, it's because from their remembrance, satyrs were always like the first bards. Satyrs have always been very charismatic since the beginning of time.
Fair enough.
Then he's squinting at this
This
assumption.
assumption.
Like, just gonna casually slide over and just like,
like, Riley,
Yeah.
you know times are, you know things are changing, right?
Oh,
just
right.
things, remember?
Right. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Anyways,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bows. That Izuku Midoriya bow.
Oh.
And Ink just says casual racism aside, we're here because
oh, I wanted to help her out.
Marigi's already shuffling his hand through a coin pouch.
Well,
His own, not someone else's. I'll make that clear.
You'll have no gold left after. You need some help getting some flyers passed out, right?
Yeah. I'm trying to promote my religion, you know.
A religious bard.
You mean the you mean about the goddess of rhythm?
Yeah. The goddess of rhythm. Yeah. Thank you.
Oh. So we're helping out a religious bard for one of the traitor gods. Okay, now.
Riley looks very offended at that. Excuse me, who you calling traitor gods?
Hey, don't worry about them. Don't worry about them. They're
I'll have you know there's nothing traitors about me.
about
Riff Mira, right.
Here.
Just raises the eyebrow at the meme.
I was about to say, Marigi's even squinting at that like, what?
And just like, haha, okay. Look, you need help, right? Let's get you let's help.
All right.
Watch. And may I roll a persuasion?
Go ahead.
You make it so hard for
Natural
me.
20.
Jesus.
She grabs a flyer, kind of whistles out really loudly, like a.
Like, hey, everybody! Hey, come check out these people. They're providing you good parties and great services.
Hold on.
If you just help join the Temple of Rivmira.
You bitch.
I could.
Are you actually planning on doing this?
Are you trying to be that much of a little bitch?
How much of a bitch can I be?
Oh, believe me, you do it, it's gonna bite you in the ass. Believe me, I already have this set up.
All right, fine.
Also, music.
Fine. I'll just. But I'm very tempted to mind read now for that fucking slip up cap. You realize this, right?
That was intentional. She's a bit of a a loose cannon at times.
So if I do a subtle spell, detect thoughts, you have no issue with that?
That's if you could get it off.
Yeah. Like, spend
No,
a
no, no. You don't understand because I'm gonna make your turn in your badge. I'm gonna
my,
I'm gonna distract you here in a second.
Oh boy.
all right. If it's good enough, I'll see. But if not,
As
But
the third eye is
yeah.
coming out. This
Yeah,
as
is
she's showing off
okay.
the flyer, yelling out with
Yes,
that
yes.
like for the promotion or whatnot. Like take a flyer, join the religion, and you get sweet access to parties and like great access to wonderful events hosted and assisted by the one and only goddess of rhythm.
Alrighty. As as you go ahead and through your master persuasory, persuasory. What the fuck am I?
the fuck is that word?
Your per-
Persuasory.
Your persuasiveness.
Persuasory.
Shut the fuck
my,
up! I don't
my
want.
my my amazing charm. I use the
You for your
I
amazing
use the
charm.
power of love and passion to get people to come here.
And also,
I need to drink
and,
more
al-
water.
and also unbuttoning a few buttons.
Oh, good lord.
Yes, through
Well,
your
she
natural
doesn't have buttons.
for your natural and unnatural charm, you're able to bring in a crowd. But like this crowd becomes a bit too much, as everybody in this small little stand in this small little stage begins to get swarmed as they start taking flyers off of Riley. Hey, one at a
Whoa!
time. Oh God.
Okay, maybe I was a little too good at what I do. Oh,
And Ink, Ravigi, and Benny, you start getting shoved, getting trampled on and shit.
All
I
right.
think people are wandered off at this point.
I'm going.
Come on now.
because we watching from a distance. I ain't touching that.
So what you're saying? So Ink was just about to mind read, and then they get pushed aside as
They get
everyone's going.
They get pushed aside as you get knocked on the ground from so many people shoving you.
Ravigi's
But
gonna try
then
to give
Why
Umber
is it-
back to where he was.
Why is it my character's always fucked over by women with big tits?
I
Sorry,
don't know.
broski.
I need the music to change again to sound a bit ominous, not so much as like epic. I need it to be like an ominous sound now.
Ominous. Uh-oh.
Excuse me.
I
Excuse me.
can't stand this. Why is it the big tits always screw me over?
Ominous.
Now, normal rogue would be really tempted to pickpocket right now, but I don't think that would go very well.
Do it, you coward.
Nah, I'm not gonna do it here. This town's been nice to me. The town, not necessarily the other people that came to the town.
Do it, coward.
No, I promised Max I'd behave.
Stop. Sometimes, don't you not want to be a good boy? Don't you just want to go ape shit?
That's when people are attacking me.
Aren't you tired of being nice?
Don't you want to be all batshit crazy and shit?
Max just hands Ravigi a gun. Here, go do a crime.
I miss.
No, see, you're not a dope raccoon we adopted.
You're not a
That would've
trash
been so-
bandit.
Nope. But
So yeah, fuck girls with
Alright.
big tits.
Oh god, this is ominous.
So, okay, hold on. Fucking stream again.
Sorry.
All right, so here's the scenario.
Uh-huh.
As every individual citizen receives a flyer and they begin to disperse, in the middle of the crowd, especially you as you're on the ground, you feel yourself get grabbed by your ankles, Incubi, and then get dragged away to a dark alley, and then get literally slammed. It's like one of those like closed end alleys, and you literally get thrown and slammed against the wall.
Huh. Whores. Why is this? Why am I getting kidnapped so much?
It's not kidnapping, as this is an intervention for you.
But okay, who's intervening in my life?
Sorry.
Well, 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 you gave us certainly a run, haven't you? You
Listen.
fucking freak.
Listen, my legs are open at 8 o'clock. I'm off the clock right now. Can you let go of me before I melt your brain?
Oh, you don't recognize our voices, Incubi? Or do we need to knock some sense into you like we did when we first met you?
Who is? Can I see who's holding me?
Yeah, I'm pinging the tokens right now on the screen.
I'm. Hold on. There it is. It just took a second to load up. It's
Spooky ladies and man.
I can't
Spooky
stand. She looks more. I can't stand. She looks more goth than me, so I already don't like her.
Alucard.
That is not Alucard, you
I'm
fucker.
fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
I'm gonna smite you and you will die. You will better get that other shit ready for that fucking comedy.
It's already ready. Fuck you.
So
Anyway.
So does this person ring any actual bells?
Yes. You will find that these two, as your memory you get a static zap in your memory, as these two are fellow apprentices to your mistress. You really don't remember us, do you? Or do we need to show you the other side of this world again?
I see a lot of whores every day. You're gonna have to jog my memory a little. Do I know you? Did I sleep with someone you like?
Very well then. And I need you to roll me I need you to roll me a wisdom save.
Oh shit.
Violence.
Give me a second.
Well, that immediately fails.
Yeah, it does.
That's a pathetic ass roll. Anyway. But the damage is still there just to imply pain. As the one in the straitjacket, the one with the longer matted hair and no pupils to be seen in her eyes, puts the other hand on your head, and you start to see horrors flash for your head of torture, eyes looking into your soul, disfiguration, all things of the sort, as it begins to plague your mind and you begin to hyperventilate before she lets go of your head and then drops you to the ground.
Haven't had a mind fuck since last night.
Jesus.
So, since you did me the honor of that, how about I give you something in return? As I use Arms of Hadar.
You try to cast a spell, but it will be counterspelled by the other one.
Whores. And they even say out loud, whores.
No. Sisters. Carrie Coraline. Hope that jogs your memory, Incubi. You dare leave your home when you're so needed by mistress? And she had so much planned for you. Why run away?
I already put in my time. I thought a long sabbatical would feel much better. As they try and force out a spell.
You find out that you can't because Beaker, as you're looking into the distance, you see that there is a small within this outer ring. There is panic because in this good part of the ring, there is no. Can we just go like one day where we just like have a dinner and chill and get normal sleep? You wish, but no.
Yeah, but this is the cap campaign. We don't get that around here.
Yeah, you don't get that.
So what does Beaker hear?
I just want to take
What do you hear? Things are happening all the time.
Isn't it weird isn't this weird? It's all happening at once, like it's related or something.
It is related. That's why it happens. Why is you
Yeah.
complaining, bitch?
Of course. I'm stuck in a crowd of people. Lucy's being fucking Lucy. I'm fucking can't use. Hold on. Is there like an effect in that's keeping me from using anything?
Yes, as before I was reading things in the out of character. There are multiple things going on. So and the rest of the crowd. Here's what's happening in the rest of the crowd. Riley and Lucy, as well as Bervigi and whatchamacallit,
And
Bervigi and Benny. Sorry, almost slipped my tongue there. You see all the people who taken the flyers begin to like slowly start to drop to the floor, and it's starting to look concerning. Uh, Beakers, when you're looking out into the distance, into that part of the market square, you see like this weird dome surrounding it. It's like a black dome.
Huh.
And for Bervigi and Benny, you basically see the townspeople get back up, and unfortunately for Benny, they all look like her.
Oh.
The hell?
Ooh, they're hitting all the trauma buttons.
Lol, what?
Oh, it's
And Benny, you hear the familiar voice that literally is stealing your voice, but you know what this one is as it goes, not by my design, but I'll take advantage of this opportunity if it means that I get to put you in your place, you fucking brat.
God damn it. This is all
Someone
right.
slit the
I guess
as these shadow bennies begin to surround Bervigi and Benny, but then on top of one of the shops, atop one of the shop roofs, Lucy and Riley see it differently. As Benny and Bervigi are trying to battle whatever it is that they're looking at, you still see those two still see the townspeople on the ground as if they're in a deep sleep.
Get off of me.
What?
Get off of me.
What is happening right now?
Don't make me hurt you.
I need to ask something.
Yes.
Am I under a silence field, or what am I under that's preventing?
So kind of like that, yeah. The powers that be, the powers that play, the main players with their hands in this in this blackjack game have put their cards down right now, and they're making their move again.
Actually,
Once again,
where's the incubi go?
Huh. This is gonna be odd, but hey, Cap, since Beaker was just exploring the alleyways, can he stumble across incubi?
You could try to pinpoint incubi. I would say that you do kind of have a rough estimate as to like where they might be.
Sure. What do I need to roll?
Go ahead and roll me in Arcana. Then as for Riley and
Lucy.
Lucy, They see above the rooftop one of their old acquaintances, and of course one that's currently meddling with you as of late, especially Lucy. Oh my, I did not know that there was this many heavy hitters in the same place. Man, you really do make a lot of shitty friends, don't you, Lucy?
Is it Gon?
Gon.
Goddess of Nightmares.
Yep.
She immediately she just looks like, oh my god, what are you doing here?
What does it look like I'm doing here? I'm messing with you and your life.
Okay, but you're also messing with her life. Pointing over to uh to um Riley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, how's this fair? Why are you meddling in my things too? Oh, come now, you already know why.
Oh,
Why you
don't
are
you
so...
start with that guilty of association BS.
Oh, come on. Really? It was kind of obvious from the beginning.
From the you, you are just so annoying.
Oh, really? If I'm so
Yes.
annoying, why don't you do something about it?
Why'd you come down here, huh? Stop being on top of the rooftop. Stop acting all high and mighty. Come and face me, coward, like the mortal you are.
You know what, Lucy, Riley, Lustus, Rufmira, whatever the hell the two of you want to call yourselves, that's not a bad idea. And she jumps down and through almost like a big shadowy circle begins to make form of herself again as she stands across from the two of them. All right then. Let's dance, girlfriends.
Ugh, it's cringe when you say it. Don't stay in your lane. God, oh my. And she feels offended. Lucy feels offended.
Is she about to go sassy black woman on her?
My lad.
She's kind of feeling it.
She's about to take off her earrings. Bitch, I'm about to slap you.
She really is. Stay in your lane. Don't dude,
Oh,
that's my territory. Oh wow.
Damn,
Beeper
Beaker.
got a 20 in Arcana.
All right, so
Or-
Beaker, you're able to pinpoint where exactly in this black fog that you are able to see uh, ink. But as you pinpoint them, the circle begins to shrink, and you clearly now see them as they're literally lying against a wall, and they're being confronted by
wait, hold on.
two.
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. The sound just cut off all of a sudden.
You're good.
DM.
Yeah.
So they're counter spelling every spell I do, or
Yep.
I
For majority of the part.
so if I subtle spell, if I subtle spell, I can get it off.
If you want to.
All right.
also like, what did you say about Beaker Cap? I didn't hear.
I gotta.
I'd say that you are able to pinpoint where Incubi is, but then as you pinpoint them and you start heading towards that direction, the circle begins to shrink, and you now clearly see Incubi being confronted by two dark figures,
All of
uh,
them, they are whores.
very gothic uh, in appearance.
Who looks like the most mentally unstable one?
Definitely Carrie, the one in the straitjacket.
It's
All
definitely
right.
you.
How does it
Mm.
feel to know that the robot is coming to your rescue, Ink?
I don't know if I see you. The point is I'm gonna cast a subtle spell, then a crown of madness on the straight jacket bitch. They're just gonna for a moment they're just looking out on the ground.
Is that a wisdom save?
It is a whiz save.
So some guys just start hitting people with a sheathed blade. Just knocking people out time.
That is going to be a soft 20 as they go ahead, and they're going to go ahead and pass that as the Crown of Thorn breaks.
All right, fuck
uh,
you. Once again, silvery barbs. I am down to my last.
While this
Fuck
is
you,
happening, Cap, can Beaker see that these people are acting hostile to Ink?
Yes, it is clear as day.
Re-roll that again.
Still passively.
I'm gonna just give. Can I give a silvery barbs advantage to myself?
Yeah.
That's a great.
Yeah.
All right, Baker, what do you do? I just want to hear this right now.
Alright. Well, I don't think they've noticed me, have they?
No, I would say that you're running across the rooftops right now, and you're literally right above Incubi, and you're looking down at all of them.
Okay, so I clearly know what a shakedown is, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Beaker's known Incubi for like 2 days, I think. But that's more than they've known these guys. And Incubi was with them when the bullet attacked. That's good bonding. Yeah, they'll try and save Incubi. They're gonna, let's see, they're gonna aim for the arm that's holding Incubi. The one that's pinning Incubi against the wall, aim at their arm. I'm gonna toss a dagger at them. With catapult.
You could.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I was hoping
Alright.
for an air assassination. I got the GIF and everything.
All
I was like,
You have
right,
two.
go ahead and roll your catapult.
Alright, let's see. Yeah.
we could have had 0 as NCO.
Oh, there it
Not
is.
this.
He doesn't have hidden blades yet.
Rolling.
I blame
That's
Lucy
what
for
it
this.
was, isn't it? It's asking for what level? Wait, what level can I use this as?
Remember, you're only 4th level, so you're only level 4.
Ninth.
Yeah. Yeah, so I can only do level.
At maximum level.
Just
Just
stab the
All
whore.
right, going to make a dex save.
I can't believe we're about to be killed by Alex Jones.
I can't believe it.
Another soft 20, and they make that. Is it like half damage, or is it a straight hit or miss?
It's a miss.
The object strikes the target and stops moving. When the object strikes something, the object that's on a failed save. Yeah, it's a hit or miss. So as the dagger misses its mark, the two of them look up at you with sinister smiles. Carrie more so sinister with her just abnormal large smile, crooked teeth and everything. But then they let go of Incubi. We'll have another moment together, Incubi. There's just a warning for you that if you don't return, you and your friends, well, we're gonna hang all of you on a spit. And then we're gonna drag you back to Mistress whether you like it or not.
They curse in an eldritch language at them.
Hey. Oh, no, sorry, you first.
And they curse
But
at you back.
So, I heard them say that, right? About Fitz?
Yeah. Yes, you heard them say that.
Can I cast another spell at them?
What spell?
Well, seeing as how my catapult was Didn't work. I'd like to cast this one.
Magic missile. All right. Who you're hitting? Just the one person or both of them?
Both of them look kind of weird and disconcerting. I want to hit both. But two of
You.
the one that made the threats.
Plink their asses, please.
All right. So each hits a creature your choice. Deals 1d6 force.
It's
Gotcha.
1d4.
1d4 plus 1.
Yep. So 13 damage. That's 13 damage each missile, or that the total of every missile?
That's. I don't know why I rolled that. Oh wait, I think it's rolling to hit. It's just 1d4.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know why I did that.
Be right.
All right. So 3 force damage on each hit.
Okay, so 2 goes to the one that made threats, and 1 at the weirdo that hasn't done anything yet, but I still don't like their face.
And they do get hit. And to them, it's inferior magic than what they're able to produce. But they back away from Incubi as they just kind of like make their stance already. They make themselves known to you and anyone, and of course for your friends. This is a message. As Coraline, the one with the staff, goes ahead, strikes the ground, and a teleportation circle appears beneath them, and they're off. However, the circle is still going. This is of Navarian's creation. As you group up with Incubi and still see this dark circle surrounding this part of the market. So we're gonna continue. We're gonna continue with this music because
Whores.
we're going to wrap up by going back with Maxilon and Hera as Lucy and Riley get ready to fight Navarian, and Benny and Brevigi get ready to fight whatever this strange creature is that's been plaguing Benny.
So we had to deal with Witherlands whores, Shadow whores, God whores.
And a man
a
who's
cha-
lost his mind.
He's
This is a-
he's a math whore.
I decided to have this be the big thing, considering that well, inspiration was for this was because one Maxilon Silvestri did say for Marigold to tell everybody with due time that there was something happening in the outside world. But now, as she's trying to get that announcement out, she has not done that in the past 2 days. This shit is happening. And at the current moment, there's going to be 2 separate fights for the next session. There is Benny and Brevigi going up against these silhouettes, whatever the fuck they are. And there is Navarian against Lucy and Riley. Oh, how fun would that be?
Yeah.
And then Ink just being there.
And Beaker's there too.
Ink, well, you and Beaker are literally right in front of this dark mass. So you have the choice next session if you want to retreat or you want to go in there and gain back your friends.
This is. God damn it.
Now, as we return back to Max and Hera,
This is all Kalen's fault.
as the screams of the guards now becoming nothing more but just silence once again, as Hera holds on to Max as she just pulled him out from harm's way. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Why is it every time that shit goes down, it starts raining? Like every session for the past like 3
It's no use at this
sessions, it's
point. We need
rained.
to go back to the surface and warn everyone else.
Yeah, this is an unmitigated catastrophe. We need to do something about this. Give me a second. I almost just died again. Which, not a great feeling. I thought I was done with that.
Believe me, I understand. Can you stand?
He utters his command word, and the sword turns back into a cane, and he pulls himself up.
All right then. Well, I'm not gonna force you to run, but let's get back to the teleporter as quickly as we can.
Teleportation. Okay, yeah. Let's we need to go. We need to tell Marigold.
She nods, and as you start to basically speed walk your way back towards the
Power walk. Fucking
back towards the
power walker.
teleporter, the path that you see before you, you see down into the yard, and you see the heavily armored guards begin to try to restrain all the inmates as the power that they all felt coming off of
We just call
Zeronimus
him. We just call him like yeah, just ZG. It's
Zero
easy.
G. Yep. Puts them all in a frenzied state, and they're having to try and restrain everything and everyone, and try to gain some sort of order in this place before you guys begin to set forth back to the
It does.
capital
It does.
and the Castle of Light.
Also, in about 10 minutes, we gotta have ads. So
Everything sucks.
if you don't want ads, you could always subscribe.
What the
Suddenly
hell
an
is even happening?
You could use your Amazon
Suddenly
Prime
an
to get a sub,
explosion.
or you could just do Twitch Turbo. There are all ways to stop the
No,
ads from
No,
incoming.
don't do that. That's not canon.
I know it's not canon.
That
I wish I
say
could,
it.
because I wish I had Fireball right now for these slots.
Well, then
Okay.
you should have picked a better class.
Fireball.
Fuck.
Thank you, Mr. Worldwide.
It won't be till level 9 till fucking Beaker has Fireball. Bad days.
You don't know what kind of spellcaster I am. All I've done so far is shoot, throw daggers, and shoot arrows.
I
Shoot, throw daggers, shoot, throw arrows.
I am 69% sure you're something that can cast Fireball.
That's not the full 100.
All right. And as you and Hera return to the capital, you see as you're beginning to descend the same black sphere that's surrounding that part of the outer ring before you set down. You and Hera kind of looking on in shock as to what's happening.
Can I assume that the city bells are tolling and that there is several pillars of smoke?
It's not really so much as like it's being attacked. It's just more so that something that shouldn't be happening is happening. It's an unnatural event.
Panic in the streets.
There is panic in the streets as everyone else in the outer ring begins to start running around and trying to get back to their homes for safety. A lot of the guards and then especially the light bearers begin to try to round them up and try to escort them safely.
Well, you know, Max, he gets back and sees all this happening and decides to go to the middle of it. I'm
Alrighty.
assuming he picked up his gear.
You picked up your gun. It was left for you right there on the desk. There is like a reception desk in that place, and you get it picked and you pick it up there, saying with a note that says like, "Won't be back. Got to deal with the riot.
That's
Take your gun."
quite frankly terrible guards. I gotta like get the little rubber band off my wrist with the key on it and put it into the locker and put the code in. It's a whole process, you know, like at water parks.
Hate removing those things.
Yeah, they're awful, and they pinch your arm hairs. It's a nightmare all the way around. Like, if that's not the topper to this fucking day, right?
Marigold said that she was going to be ready to announce about the current events of what's happening today, but it looks like something beat us to it.
Well, then, we need to stop it.
Indeed. I'll go ahead and notify Marigold, and I'll send Tavern with you.
Tell him to meet me in the city. I'm already... Meet me in the city! I'm stupid.
Man, Max is so cool.
Living in the city.
Meet me
No,
in the
sorry.
city.
I'm actually thinking of "Meet Me in the City" by the Black Keys off of their Pistol EP.
Hmm.
Listen,
God, that's a good song. But yeah, he tells Hera to have Tevra meet him in the city because he's already on his way towards what he assumes is the center of it. And if the last couple days have been anything to go by, he's going to see some people he knows there.
Mm-hmm. And you go ahead and start heading off for the outer ring. Hera nods and she starts heading over to get to the top of the tower, discuss with Marigood, and send you over Tavram.
Wait, no, wait, hold on. Hera's a dope magician. Can she just pop me there?
Oh
I
yeah,
know,
you get
I know
teleported.
I know we hate teleportation, but like, pop me. Like I'm there. Holy shit, there's a lot happening.
Alrighty, I have enough for at least one more, so bear with me and better make sure to keep your feet planted.
I'll do my best. And he draws the revolver and gets ready to be teleported.
And so you get teleported and you find yourself right in front of this black mask as a couple people start pushing and shoving you before you're put down onto the ground. You're only like 2 or 3 inches off the ground when you're teleported, but uh, she did say make sure to keep your feet planted so that way when you drop, you're still standing.
Yeah, we hate teleportation.
We hate going.
Zoop.
We hate getting slurped into the upside down. And like I said, you hear from or you see in front of you this black mass, and the townsfolk just not giving an inch as they push past you.
Well, stand the ground.
man, you stand on principle.
So Max, what do? You gonna walk into this thing or?
Yeah.
And so you walk forward into the black fog, ready for for what awaits you on the other side. And that is where we're gonna end session tonight.
What's up?
Huzzah.
We got some fights coming up next time.
Mm-hmm.
Now I
Which
just have to
is-
decide which fight I want to get into. It's gonna be the one with Benny in it.
That's fair. No, that is 100% fair.
Am I just gonna end? Am I just gonna end up in once again in a Yamcha pose being kicked by these bitches?
Who knows?
Mm.
Who
Me,
knows?
when my character has like the happiest backstory, it's somehow turned twisted and dark.
Listen,
Like
I
I
mean,
said,
come on,
you
bro. Like I literally took advantage of a god that literally wants to
No,
return to mortality.
oh no, I'm not saying that Lucy has a happy backstory. I'm saying that if I brought in a character that had a happy backstory, who knows what would happen?
well,
Oh, I'll be like Chris McClane. I will look at that character like a contestant and be like, man,
Oh,
you're a little
oh
bit too
no, oh
you're a little
no!
bit
yeah.
too cheery.
You said like Chris McClane. That's already a bad sign.
oh no.
That's already a bad sign.
Listen, Lucy already has a dark backstory, being a liar and deceiver deity.
You
Oh,
keep
good
telling
lord.
yourself that.
All right, we could go ahead and cancel the bot now.
Oh yeah,
Cancel
I'm
the
alright.
bot.
Like I said to Benny
Wow.
earlier, your imaginary friend's a dick.
Yeah.
You know,
I know Benny was dead ass tired. I know that's why they left.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
But
mad
you know
sick.
something at the very least, I'm at least happy that I was told about the rules now, by Rivmira. Because now that that's the case, that mean like now that we know that that's the case, that means that she's roughly, possibly on the same level as the other two are, because
so
the goddess
so
of nightmares had to bring herself down here. So look at that.
so we can.
Fine,
So,
finally, Lucy can beat the shit out of someone she hates.
Can literally
but
slap the fuck out of that bitch.
Yes,
so that but that also means Lucy can die here.
that does mean Lucy can die. which is gonna
See?
be crazy because that means they're gonna need to get a new goddess of love if she dies.
Maybe I should have let that silvery bars.
I think this would have happened regardless. This was gonna
Yeah.
happen regardless. So
In
whether or not you did or didn't, we were
I'm
kind of gonna get roped into this.
I'm
I'm
making
gonna
myself
promise.
a note for
I'm
next
gonna
session.
I'm gonna promise that after this next coming session, that things are gonna go a lot more slower. For the only reason that like this was like the chess pieces being moved in order to like get the dramatic effect of the story that I'm trying to tell.
Yeah.
No, I 100% get you, but like at the same time, it's you can ask how are you feeling, but like how are your characters feeling, like in character, and it's like this has been a god awful 2 weeks. I'll tell you what.
You
I
gotta
mean,
be sure to,
I mean,
as nice as Chekhov's gun is, you gotta be sure to know when to fire.
hmm and also like I basically stretched out what happened in Fatebreakers 1, where in that first session, not only did we what happened in the first session of Fatebreakers, the first edition,
there was a
In the first edition, everybody practically met up at the same place. Ink, like you all kind of got connected via fate, thanks to Threadnia, and then pretty much set off not too long after that. Also, the
there wa-
coolest way of choosing someone's class happened, and I will stand by that.
listen. There was a three.
Which was the coolest way of choosing someone's class? Was it mine, where my armor got all broke up, and I decided to be a barbarian instead?
I mean, that was pretty cool, but I'm also referring to for Ink where it was all of the classes were pretty much fighting, and I was rolling because he was like, I don't know what to be, and I was like, okay, and I rolled it, and it happened to just land on Rogue.
Listen, I might do a rogue ink one day.
I think, but you were.
I was, but then I died.
That is
Also,
true.
also a threesome did happen in the first session.
That is so
That
true. But I think,
that is true. I am not gonna deny that.
no,
That was
I
wait,
good
think
two
shit.
like
technically two threesomes.
yes, but to be fair, what I think I find funny is that there was a small chink because the last two classes that were fighting was between a barbarian and a rogue. So it would have been so funny if, for whatever reason, the barbarian won and Ink was a barbarian in the first one.
Let's, you know what I wish? I wish barbarians could do better with decks, and I could have done that. That would have been interesting.
That
If
would
I
have been.
could be like I could
I
be a
mean,
claw barbarian.
I mean, barbarians do well with dex because you need the dexterity for the on armored defense. So it's
Yeah,
good to
but
max out your dexterity, and it has a bunch of other
You could be a
benefits.
throwing
yeah,
barbarian.
but the extra
I just want to
damage
say
wouldn't
that.
apply.
So
mhm.
in my version, hi Onyx baby, how you doing? In my version, so I know in Fatebreakers 1, I think what crash landed into the town was the Major Darkness herself, question mark, and some other
It
thing.
was one of the three time mages.
Exact, yeah,
I
one of the three. Well, no, one of the three Darkness mages because Neko had three mages separated.
Time Mage
I
didn't show up until like Flame.
I'm just saying.
Man, once again, Theo had a real bad time. I'm thinking about that little lesbian right now.
I
But
mean,
anyway,
she did,
Alright, I'm gonna
I
go raid
but everything's
somebody.
better now.
I've
all right, go ahead,
also
read out my
got
bud.
to.
Alright, we're gonna see who's all online today. They're kind of just winding down, being silly. So let's see here. Let's see, let's see. Do Mini, could do Maple. I haven't rated Maple in a while, and they are playing Yu-Gi-Oh, which is another kind of chill time. Could raid Lampy. You know, let's go say hi to Maple. I haven't really done a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, but she's playing Yu-Gi-Oh. It's a chill card game, and she's a nice lady, so we're gonna go say hi to Maple. And once again, I thank you all who came to watch. Thank you for all your support. Stay awesome, and until next time we meet, bye bye.